Hey there. All right, it's been a few days since since I recorded a video, so I gotta remember how this works. I also have to not run anybody over. Okay. Well, if I do, I will get it. I'll get it on camera. Oh man. So I've been at a bachelor party for a good friend of mine, and it gave me the opportunity to just be in some different contexts compared to my normal life. And what that means is I'm not normally out at bars. Like, this is not my day-to-day these days. I also got to go to a professional soccer match, which was tons of fun, and also not something I usually do. So I got to observe myself in these different scenarios, and also observe all of the other people in our group in these different contexts. And it was just interesting to see the things that I struggle with and how obvious they are at something like a soccer game, any sporting event, where I really struggle with emoting kind of spontaneously. So it's hard for me to say lose myself in the game and act spontaneously and freely in response to my emotions. I'm used to just kind of sitting there and being, blank or poker faced, and not letting other people see what's going on the inside of me. And it's just so obvious, when I go and, in this case, go to a soccer game with a bunch of friends, and I see so clearly now how stunted in a way I am, because it's so hard for me to just be there in the moment and let myself be free. And oh man, I don't like it. I'm really tired of it. I've been so emotionally reserved for so long, and it takes away from my experience of life. I think it does. And I want to be able to feel things freely, to express them freely. I want more freedom in my experience of life. Same thing like when we were out at a bar or something. I'm kind of paralyzed in a way, and it's not that extreme, but relative to some people, it feels like it, where I just don't know what to do, and I feel so self-conscious, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be that self-conscious. I want to tone that down, and I want to be able to act more freely and with more playfulness and more joy and all of those things that I appreciate when other people act that way. And I noticed that in our bachelor party group, some of the people were just so fun to be around because of how free and spontaneous they were. And most of the time, I am just not anywhere near free and spontaneous. I'm reserved, and I'm shy, maybe, or self-conscious. I'm always kind of vetting my actions in my head before I do them. And I'm sure that's good to a certain extent. I just want to do it less, and I want to see what it's like to live my life with less concern for what people think. Sorry, my voice is actually a little bit suffering, and that's from the soccer match where I did try. I tried to, be into it. I tried to kind of do what everyone else was doing, Stop saying that. I wanted to let emotion out. I wanted I want to lose myself in the game and just kind of let out emotion. It's like, okay, this is a time where it's socially acceptable to make it happen. And I tried. I can't say it was super successful, but I'm learning more about myself and about my limitations and my holdups. And this was a good opportunity to just get more self-awareness, get some practice in on trying to be more out there, be more free. But so valuable just as a learning experience, learning about myself and seeing it, because I'm so isolated so much in my day-to-day. I'm either doing stay-at-home parent duties or I'm working from home, where my work is a very solitary work. I basically just work alone, and I don't have that many opportunities to really observe myself in more social situations. So this was very interesting in that regard. Oh, but I want to stop being the quiet small person in a group, and I want to start being more out there in my actions in a good way, in a way that people find funny and relieving. Like, oh, he's being free in a way that lets you know that he's not taking himself too seriously. I want to be more like that. All right, that's all I got. I'm tired. It was a long weekend, but just wanted to put that one out there. Okay, thank you, and see you next time.